Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
And there's a completion to Austin Hooper. What a big-time acquisition for this offense in Cleveland. Came from Atlanta as a 2-time Pro Bowler. Had nearly 800 yards in receptions and 6 touchdowns last year. And he spends a lot of time with his quarterback in order for them to get on the same page on every snap.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Rodgers again now. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Working from the gun, Rodgers under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Grover Stewart, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. A strong running. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
Good catch there by Jack Doyle, who went to the Pro Bowl in 2019, but now has a new quarterback in Phillip Rivers, and he wants to be the Antonio Gates that Phillip Rivers threw to with the Chargers.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 2nd and very short, Rivers finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Fucking game.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And the Colts 1st down.
His first carry, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The tackle.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
He's got Jack Doyle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Rivers now. They'll roll him out right. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. They run with Hines.
So much fucking bullshit, man. This game, I swear to fucking God.
Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Naeem Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
I wish I could get a fucking start button.
A first quarter lead.
Is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
I swear to fucking God, I hate this fucking game.
At their own 18-yard line.
I gotta fucking play this motherfucker down.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Juju Smith-Schuster, 82 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
The extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Rodgers on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
As As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here's Rodgers on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Yeah, the Browns are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Browns have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
He was the right dude. That would have fucked him up.
Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Number 25, Marlon Mack.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taking it about the 16. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Colts 7.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Rodgers now throwing on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And, man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
It wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Rivers from the gun on third down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Rodgers now operating from the gun.
3.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Browns add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Browns 28, Colts 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Hey, Delta!
On second down, Rivers again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it.
Oh, how to get it out quick. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
It is a punter with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone. Tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. Parkey with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked up a pass pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Austin Hooper. 4 yards on the pickup.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
3-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Browns continue to roll. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Marlon Mack.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Rivers now to throw on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turn over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are pouring it on.
49.
Parkey adds the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Rivers on first down. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Parkey with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is,
and the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Olivier Vernon able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
It's 2nd down.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on. On this one, it's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Looking deep for Hilton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And this one through the uprights and good.
Browns 63.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far...
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's second down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A run for Nick Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And a nice carry and a 1st down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Rodgers now to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Nice pass rush there by Justin Houston, culminating in a sack. And the move to Indianapolis in 2019, absolutely rejuvenating. Plus, he changed positions from outside linebacker to defensive end and had his first double-digit sack season since 2014.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go
I'm
for
gonna put
it on
past
4th
the
and
fence
goal,
on
but
it.
that winds up
Fuck it.
incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
Eason's pass thrown away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 47 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
By the Colts.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. Spinning away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're heading towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threat.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Number 13.
Reception there by T.Y. Hilton, and he absolutely terrifies defenses when he gets downfield. Speed, shiftiness, excellent hands. 5 1,000-yard seasons in his career.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. A throw over the middle, taken in. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Matt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. This one into the hands of Burton. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Eason sets to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down. They'll run with Chubb, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Rodgers on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go right back to Mack. And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And a Colts 1st down.
On the ground, it's Mack. Again, he finds an opening. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Indianapolis.
Now Eason. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Eason to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Throwing is Eason. He's got Burton here. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Eason. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Come on, plop, plop, the plop, plop.
21. Rodrigo Blankenship.
You've been in there with the girls. You've been in there with the girls.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got his man complete. The 30. 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.